What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to talk about why LED lights are like Walmart donuts. First, the donuts. I have here a box of Walmart donuts, for which I paid $3.98 plus tax. This is a glazed donut. This is a chocolate frosted donut. It's the same donut, but with chocolate frosting on it. Now, you could also put sprinkles on these. You could have pink frosting or white frosting or whatever else, but this particular box happens to have glazed and chocolate frosted. Now, they were probably made, it says distributed by Walmart in Bentonville, Arkansas. Maybe these came from Bentonville. Maybe they were made in a localer factory. I don't live by Bentonville. But I suspect these were mass-produced in some factory and cranked out by the billions and shipped to Walmarts all over the country and other grocery stores and low-end donut distributors or dealers. I have had donuts that are life-changing, and they cost $20, $25 a dozen. But they're so good. These are just okay. They're just okay. They're just glazed donuts, right? And they've got, some of them have chocolate frosting, some of them have sprinkles, some of them have, different kinds of stuff on them or whatever. But they're okay, they're okay. They do the job. They'll still get you fat, and they're still a donut. So what do Walmart donuts have to do with LED lights? I will tell you. This is the light that I received in the mail from a company called Weegrow. You see that? Weegrow. I don't think they're related to WeWork. They're spelled and pronounced differently. But this is a light that was sent to me by Weegrow. Single sheet of aluminum, surface-mounted LEDs, power cable here, right? Now, check out this other light that I have. It's not the same size. Here it is. It's not the same size. Single sheet of aluminum, surface-mounted LEDs, slightly smaller, power cord. Seemingly identical, right? Both made in China. Both have infrared LEDs and 5,000 Kelvin LEDs and 3,300 Kelvin LEDs for a nice full spectrum daylight spectrum. I'm gonna hang this back up. Now, I don't know this, but I suspect that these are all produced in factories in China that are either the same factory that produced them and then allow companies to brand them, or they're produced, on contract and they all have similar specs and whatever else. And the only thing that differentiates them is the chocolate frosting or the sprinkles. So, this light. I'm pretty excited about this light, actually. This is the glazed donut with sprinkles. That one back there, plain old glazed donut. Just plugs in, turns on, turns off. This one, sprinkles. It has 300 some odd LEDs. This is the Q-1000. I have the WG-1000 hanging right here. You probably can't see it. It looks exactly like my Mars Hydro. It has 100 LEDs more than the Mars Hydro did. That one was a slight upgrade from the glazed donut. It had a stupid dimmer switch that just irritated me. You had to jam a screwdriver down in the back by the driver, by the power supply, and catch the screw head and twist it, and it would eventually brighten or dim. And by the end of the summer, last year, it didn't even work anymore. But these have sprinkles. These have sprinkles. Check this out. They come with a bag of stuff. Now, none of this is like, mind-blowing or worth a lot of money or anything like that, but you've got cable ties, a little measuring thing so you can measure how far it is from the plants. You get your hanging hooks, you've got your instructions, and my favorite sprinkle is this remote control. Now, like I said, the dimmer switch was the thing that I hated the most. Here we go. Ready? Dimmer. Brighter. Brighter. Brightest. Oh my gosh, it's like the sun. It's like the sun came out. Turn it back down. No, the remote works okay-ish. Off. On. Off. On. It also has little timer things down here, so you can do all sorts of stuff. The remote is my favorite. It's like I said, it's just a sprinkle, but it is my favorite thing about these lights. Both of them have the remote, right? And they both seem like solid lights. So does the glazed donut light, but this one seems like a solid light too. Why would you want a light with a dimmer and a remote? I'll tell you. I'm growing seedlings over here underneath the glazed donut, and I had it too low and too close. If plants get too much light, they spend more of their energy getting rid of excess carbon dioxide than they do growing, and it's actually detrimental to their health. So I had to raise the light up. If you're in a space where you can't raise the light up, then you have no alternative. You need a dimmer, right? Raising it up is effectively dimming it relative to the plant, but you can do that with the remote, this remote right here. Also, if it's in a tent or in a grow tent, you don't want to unzip the tent or whatever, or you're like in bed and you just want to turn it off, you can. It's also got timers on there. It's just cool. That's why you want the remote, because you can do it remotely. The other good thing about a dimmer is that you can turn it down for when you're filming YouTube videos. right? Too bright? Just right. So what am I going to do with them? See that monster lettuce back there growing under the WG-1000? I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to put my seedlings there that I'm growing for outside, tomato seedlings, loofah seedlings, some other stuff, cotton seedlings. This light I'm going to hang over there because I won't have enough room with just this light. They cover a 2 foot by 2 foot area. I kind of have a longer space. So I need multiple lights hanging in a row. So I've got glazed donut, I've got the WG-1000, and I'll have the Q-1000 down there on the end, and I'll be able to grow all my stuff. And then after that stuff goes outside, I'm going to have a race with some hydroponic cucumbers. I've never done hydroponic cucumbers before. That should be mind-blowing, exciting. Fun fact, though, there's a warning on these lights that say do not handle them while they're on. Well, I was upstairs fooling around, right? I'm like shining this at people and saying, look how bright it is. Don't look at it. A, it'll blind you. B, these little wires on here holding the LEDs to the board are live and they will shock you. So I put my fingers across them and I got myself a nice jolt. And you would think I would have learned my lesson because I did the same thing on that light. So would I recommend either of these lights? I'm going to say yes. Yes, I would. For one reason. They're better and they're cheaper than my Mars Hydro light. And the Mars Hydro worked great. So I'll put links to the descriptions. I'll put links to the description. I'll put links to the lights in the description below. And do your own research. Buy whatever light you want. I don't care which lights you buy. What I am going to do is I'm going to eat the rest of these donuts. And I'll probably survive. And if I do, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.